Well, good morning. This is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets. We've just been filled here on this dip, and this is the 2-minute chart of the December gold contract. So the gold, of course, has been in a pretty bearish mode of late, and has also sold off today. I'll just shift the chart over here. This is what has occurred today. It opened here. Whoops! It opened actually down here. The green bar was the first bar of the day. A green bar is an aggressive buying bar, our second strongest aggressive buying bar. Blue is the strongest. So it had some aggressive buying in here after the open lower. Had no real follow through higher and then started to sell off, as you can see all the way down here. It really culminated in this magenta bar here, which is our strongest aggressive selling bar. And as you can see, virtually no follow through. Then it started to trade above it. And as it started to trade above it, you can see it kind of poked above it here, stayed back down inside of it in here, finally moved above it here, and after we broke higher, went ahead and put a limit order in for about a 50% retracement on this green bar. And that's why we're long right now from 1215.60. So the first thing I want to do here on this is go ahead and put in a protective sell stop. And I'm going to put it just below here. Just below this dip right in here. So let's just mark that. That dip there got down to 1213.70. So I'll put the stop at 1213.50. Okay. It's about a $2 risk, $2.10. So now it's already moved up to here. So it's already had a nice little bounce. Got up to 17.5. We're long from roughly 15.5. But I really think it's the next real good test is at the base of this high velocity move that was formed earlier today as another one of the structures in the day trade the market software beyond just the different levels of aggression in the paint bars. But this is where we're looking at the speed of the market. So with the software, we're looking at speed, aggression, and location. And so here I'm really expecting to get down to roughly this area around $19. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a sell limit up here just below that. I think I'll put it in at, well, that might be stretching it. Let's put it in at 1860. Let's see if we can do that here. We're going to sell to at 1860. Okay, there we got that in. We got our stop in. So, yeah, I think we're good to go for right now. Got our stop in, got our objective, and we'll just kind of take it from there. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, restarting the recording here. We did have this dip into here. It hit as low as 1215.20, so I'm going to raise the stop 1215. Right there at 12.15, so we got a 6-tick risk on this trade at this time. So it's had a nice move higher. It's reached what high is 17.90. We're got our sell limit here at 18.60. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again pause the recording. Okay, just resume the recording. It did make a slightly higher high here. It got up to 12.18. Our order's at 12.18.60. So I'm going to go ahead and raise the stop to break even on this trade at this time. So I can move this out of the way here, that marker. So that's where we're at right now. Just leave it like that, and I'll pick up the recording as the market dictates. Okay, just resuming the recording again here a minute or so later. We just got filled right here at 12.18.60. We're long from 12.15.60, so that's a nice $3 profit on the first half of this position. I'm going to adjust the stop because we only have 2 contracts left. We started with 4. I'm also going to raise the stop here. You can see we had a decel bar right here after the market attempted to sell off. It's taken out that high. So I'm going to raise the stop to just below that bar right there. And we'll just check to see what the price of that bar is. It's at 1216.80. So I'm going to raise the stop to 1216.50. 1216, actually a couple ticks lower, 1216.80. So that locks in $1 on this second half of the position and keeps us in play should the market continue to rally. Now we know that there's likely going to be resistance up in here, and that's why we went ahead and had our order just below this level here, which is at 1940. So, and we could get a bit of a pullback here, but we've tightened up our stop to $1 profit on the second half. So, and what I should do is just take another one of these markers here and put it right here so we know where our stop is, and of course our entry down here. So just want to bring you up to date on that. Once again, I'll pause the recording and I'll pick it up as the market dictates. Restarting the recording here again. We had another dip here, and you can see we had another deceleration bar. Same thing we had down here. So a deceleration in the selling, and then the market turns higher. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the stop again. The low of this particular bar is at 1217.60. So I'm going to bring it up to 1217.50, just one tick below. So that'll lock in, what, $1.90 here on this second half of the position. And I will adjust this here up to here. So we've got a marker in there. So just bringing you up to date on the trade. Once again, I will, well, let me just make a comment here. You can see this arrow that I placed at the bottom of this high velocity move. This is what we call high velocity move. Speed of the market had follow through, so this becomes a barrier. So we came up, we hit it right on the dot. We hit what, at 1950 right on the dot, and we backed off down here to 1750. So a little bit of a battle here. We knew that 19.5 was going to be a tough price for the market to get over, but we wanted to allow the second half of the position to stay on board just in case it does break through, because the next barrier is up in this area, up in here around 1222. So we're obviously giving this a little bit of room to breathe, but we're still locking at least roughly a couple of bucks on the second half, and of course we made the $3 on the first half. So that's where we're at right now. So once again, I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just starting the recording again. That area of resistance does seem to be holding okay, and we just got stopped right there. So anyway, so that trade worked out well. It was I know I've said this before when I make these live trading videos, that you know, when we're making these trades, we're usually not offside more than a few ticks, and we're usually able to pinpoint where the market is likely to head for the next, you know, 30 minutes or whatever period of time. So we've got a good idea of where to take profits and also how to adjust our stop. So and this is all utilizing the Day Trade the Market software and some of the things that we go over in our coaching with daytradethemarkets.com website. So I hope you got something out of this. And this is a live trade on Monday, November the 14th, 2016. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.